The National Council of Teachers of Mathematics created this visionary document, the Curriculum and Evaluation Standards for School Mathematics, to guide the reform in mathematics education. The integration of technology in instruction at all levels is one of the significant themes. In particular, using the calculator as an instructional tool is recommended as an effective teaching strategy.
If you remember, what we did is we had a setup with the corners being cut out of each. And then by doing that, ending up with a box. Of course, you guys can do about anything you want to in terms of cutting the corners out. If you have squares, you'll get a box, obviously. But whether or not it's the box with the maximum volume is the big point involved here. So you're going to have to come up with the equation and show the curve graphically so that you can zoom in on that maximum volume for your particular one. And no two are the same, therefore somebody else's box may look completely different than yours according to the dimensions of their particular rectangle. Okay.
Teachers find all students benefit from having calculators available to investigate mathematical concepts and to develop problem-solving abilities. Calculators enable students to explore ideas and patterns that were previously inaccessible to them. Students are now able to focus on understanding problems, not just generating answers. They quickly learn to decide when it is appropriate to use a calculator.
So you worked out an equation that matched the graph?
Yeah, it matched the graph. The graph was like a 0.5.
The highest point here is the volume of the box.
Our greatest volume.
Yeah.
When we zoomed in on this greatest point right here to get the maximum volume, to find out what it was. And that's how we found out what y was. So our greatest volume was going to be 8,105 point something. And then we found out what x was, and that's how we found out how much to cut out to get this greatest volume.
These students use zoom in to find the dimensions of the box of maximum volume. This technique is an example of the powerful methods that graphing calculators allow. Numerical and graphical methods, such as zoom in, provide students access to problems that would otherwise be studied much later in the curriculum. Most importantly, students increase their opportunities to think mathematically when using calculators.
We use a graphics calculator over top of the computer because the kids could take it home with them. They could work with it in the study halls and always have it available to them. It was a night and day situation. We were able to do things graphically that may have taken us weeks to accomplish in a matter of days.